It's time for me to make a one video about something, actually something different than just those gaming videos. It has been a while since that happened. I'm not sure even if I have done this with this new phone camera, so most of the old videos were a little bit more blurry, and of course we can make some professional content, I mean, on a even little bit better quality, and I can actually talk much about healthy way of living. So many things I can tell you. Entrepreneurship, because those things are connected. If you don't have the cash, if you are not wealthy enough, you won't feel very great, even if all other factors considered are kind of working well for you. I mean, literally, it's one of the, like, nowadays, your budget, your finances, your standard is, let's say, one of the most important things. I don't like the word standard, but more or less it can always be seen deemed as that. It's like the way of living. I personally, I think I have told you already many times, I'm not a big spender on things that are unnecessary for me, and also I'm spending much on, for example, healthy food. You can see, not in the back, but as you can see, I have many different kind of stuff that is healthy. There are several more of those. So anyway, to the next topic, healthy way of living, supplements, and all of what your body needs to be healthy is very important, and you shall spend more on that and less on, for example, new clothes each and every day, buying unnecessary amount of that. That's still like something you shall spend on. It's not a bad idea to do that also, but it's one of the most necessary things. I mean, the food, and then comes the clothes. So and what is giving you confidence, it couldn't be bad. But on the other hand, for example, many people are not spending anything on marketing. It's an important thing to do. And now some of the easy life hacks, for example, now it's winter, as you can see, it's going like that. It's very easy for me to open that window and to just stay like that, for example. Now that's not the smartest thing, because I'm actually exposing my back to the cold. But on the other hand, why doing that? You can start from somewhere. You can start from just opening the window and spending like 5 minutes a day just meditating around it with your front of the body, like the other way around, to the cold. And you'll see you'll start adapting to the cold if you don't have some kind of that. That's totally not a medical advice. It's not, I'm not a physician, but my grandmother actually was, so I know some stuff about it. And actually making your body weak and always warming your rooms, I have made a shorts about that already. So always making your rooms to be around 30 degrees, like many people do, at least, or even 26 degrees. Now I'm just taking one of the chairs here. Yeah, I'll take this one. As you can see, it's very comfy for me. That kind of, it's only around 0 it's not so cold, it's not minus something, it's around 0 degrees Celsius, and I'm just feeling calm. It's not even cold for me. I mean, if I spend like an hour in this weather, it will start getting messy for me, but now it's just calm and chilly. Feeling in that kind of weather. In my dojo, from my dojo and our club, for example, we have had some challenges, so to say, that were, for example, taking a mountain top in this half nude state, and only you need gloves and some kind of good socks and boots, because those are some of the parts of the body, and of course the head. I have this main on my head, so it's not so important, but for most people it's good to have a head, because you can really some unnecessarily bad things can happen if you don't wear a head for especially for a long time. If you are doing that occasionally, for example, it could be a small percentage for a bad disease to happen, but on the other hand, even like that, you don't want to risk it. Of course, if you got kids, you shall be warming the rooms with the kids. If you, for example, have to work and don't wanna, because it's making you a little bit more, it's tiring. It's tiring a little bit for the body, especially when it's still adapting. For example, if I spend half an hour here, which I'm considering doing, for example, while making this video, you'll see what's happening to me. Of course, it started to be a little bit more cold because I got I have adapted much. It's not problematic for me, and still, of course, the first few minutes you're feeling most comfy, and then little by little it starts getting a little bit colder, and yeah, that's normal stuff. But you shall start from somewhere. You can make your own schedule, but training your body to be tougher, to have more cold resistance, it's something that you actually would like to do, because it's very easy. First of all, you don't have to do anything except facing the cold, and building endurance is maybe one of the most, literally the easiest life hacks you can actually achieve by just, for example, in this very case, you can just stay outside in the cold weather, and like I said, it's much fun, for example, to try taking a mountain top while literally being half nude. So it's something that everyone can do, and I totally don't advise you, don't recommend you to start from just the end of the road. It's a long route, and you have to first build some strength in you, but build some resistance by doing the small things. I think it's like that for most of the things in life. Maybe business entrepreneurship is you can be a little bit more dynamic about it. You can do the things faster and just enjoy it. But because you don't really have to wait in the business. It's a straightforward process, so you have to just know the way, know the route, learn from the mistakes of the people that have actually done it already before you, and you can be fast about it. And for example, like for a very few months, even a small period of time, you can accomplish great results if you actually focus on your business and do that tight in a tight way. So yeah, it's that's another stuff, but there are many topics you can progress fast. But for example, training your body to a low temperature, which is very healthy for you. I ensure that you can check and make your own research. But I don't think there's even one. Of course, if you have some like once again, I've already told that, but said that, but still, I'll tell you that one more time, of course, because it's important. If you have some kind of health problem that doesn't let you do that, you just don't do that. Just don't try it, because don't risk it. Because, for example, there would be some health benefits in the end, but if, for example, you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you want to see good results and with nearly close to nothing, like the cost is very low. I mean, the stress is very low. You just have to, your body will stress like for a few minutes in the beginning, and it will become even better. And if you, it's a very good exchange, because it's very easy, and on the other hand you are receiving much, and it's one of the best things, if you ask me, to start with building very healthy body. And I strongly recommend that. What else? I haven't said anything before the camera from a very long time, like I already said. I have many topics I have to share, much stuff. You can, in some of my gaming videos, I am actually pinpointing topics that are like for things that are happening with me, my girlfriend. We are expecting a new family member very soon, so I have to be cautious about, for example, this kind of stuff. Keeping next winter, it will be a little bit different, because we'll have to keep at least one of the rooms warm enough, like comfy warm, 23 to 26 degrees at least, like we'll say. Well, 23 sounds about right, Celsius. We are buying a new apartment. We are stopping to actually live on rent. One of my old apartments, I am making a studio now with some friends, with some business partners. We'll see where that goes. The companies are growing, especially the second one. Things started to move faster than before. Many new people, many new members of the crew, so to speak. I hope it's really like that. And for example, with my martial arts training, things haven't been worse than before, so I'm literally progressing there also, so I'm kinda happy with my life nowadays, and everything is just fine. As you can see, I spent like 10 minutes already, and it's not getting harder, but most probably I'll be getting back very soon, and not because it's so cold, but many people are, as you can see, there are no glasses here. This kind of balcony is just open, so many people are going down on the street. They're just doing their life, and it's a sight to see. So I'm stressing a bit. So of course that has some cause effect. If that happens, it will cause me to become a little bit more distracted, a bit. So I will be speaking a little bit more like blurry, so to speak, and I don't want to do that. It won't be a very high quality content either ways, but still, you'll say I don't like that kind of stuff. It's, for example, getting out of your comfort So this kind of matter. If there's no social factor involved, it's kind of cool. For example, if I was in the mountains now, it will be totally different because I can literally talk for hours, and there are so many topics I want to share. But here in the city, it's not so easy because yeah, you know this kind of and this is literally being like you can hear them. I don't need to say anything more. You can understand my situation. So I'm getting back in on the 14th minute, but as you can see, my body is not even stressing. I'm not. You would have already seen some major results if that happened, but it's not because I'm literally I'll feel comfy around if I stay like that. I think around 50 more minutes or something like that I can feel it's something like that. 50 more minutes will be perfectly fine for me, and then it will become gold for my body goals. Yeah, I have some experience and I can tell you. If I'm, for example, because I'm static now, I'm just standing here on a chair, so that's the worst option. If I'm moving, for example, it will cost like 2 hours until it start getting really cold. It also depends on what kind of food and how much you have eaten recently. And for example, if you have eaten more, it will be worse. So, for example, now today I haven't had my breakfast, for example, and it's very much better because if you eat, your body is actually using energy to digest, make the digestion. So it's not so easy. And guys, because 2 more additional minutes I have been out, and now there's a crowd. not really, but you can understand what I'm saying. I'm just getting back in. I'm taking the chair, getting back in, and I'll it will be hard like that. Sorry about that. But yeah, as you can see, everything is fine. 15 minutes, around 15 minutes, a little bit less, cause I got my first 2 minutes here in the room. But yeah, by the way, that sound is coming from the ozonator, making the oxygen more potent. So there's nothing to actually warm the rooms here all the winter, and yeah, we have no problem. We can't literally. I fall to the COVID twice, if I have to be precise, and that's the only sickness I ever had since like I don't know, more than 12 years. So I had a perfect score of around 10 years, a little bit less than 10 years. Then COVID happened. I fell sick, and COVID was a nasty one. Literally, first time when it hit me, it was like I was doing so much martial arts training stuff and meditating, doing all I can imagine of, and it should have fought each and every illness and sickness for like hours, but it costed me like I'm not sure, more than a week of struggling with it. So it wasn't an easy one, that COVID. It was a nasty virus. So yeah, it got me, but that's to be precise and truthful about everything. But except of that, twice it hit me twice. The second time it was much much easier for me to. I had adapted, but still, like for a few days, I was dizzy and things weren't looking so good for me. But like I mean, it was fine, but yeah, I couldn't even work for that 2 days. Very high temperature, body temperature, and yeah, it wasn't cool, but nothing especially bad also. And yeah, those things. But I haven't, because I literally I know how to heal my body, and not know much stuff about many things literally. I'm learning about that life. It's you can't just focus on one thing. I totally don't recommend do that. I'm literally like I'm not a specialist in so many topics, but I know a little bit about many things, and I'm master at some. It's like my motto is literally jack of all trades, master at some. Because it's so easy to be like that. There are those geniuses, pros, and like wunderkinds that actually are doing that on a so high scale. I mean, they know. For example, there are people knowing like 17 languages in their 30s, for example, and also for example, their main science is mathematics, and they're also, for example, they have also PhD in physics and something else, biology, for example. And for example, they're boxing, and they're champions in some amateur boxing league. It just nuts. Some people. So it's possible. The human potential, human species have that potential that's much above the limits that we can imagine it is. And guys, because that video started to be a little bit long, and I don't have a script for it, and I haven't pinpointed even the topics I want to talk about. I just wanted to show you, because I can talk much, but I want to show you it's nothing especially hard for you to actually train your body to have more cold resistance. And by the way, it's very good for the body looks. It's if you do that occasionally, like cold showers is one of the easiest way to practice that in that kind of manner. If you do that occasionally, you'll see results also with your six-pack, with your abs, with each and everything in your life will great a little bit. Of course, you will build confidence, because after all, that's some kind of skill. It's cold resistance, body cold resistance, literally nothing especially great. That doesn't sound so great, but many of the people can do that. So maybe I don't know, but more than 70% of the people on this planet are very very low cold resistance, because that's how society taught us. And yeah, we are social constructs after all, and escaping that kind of that way of thinking that we are just social constructs, and beginning to become a little bit more individuals than just social constructs, because we are a social construct. That's a fact, but we can't change it. But we can change it on a certain percentage, and I think that's our mission, to start doing that. And yeah, guys, I can't, I don't wanna make this too long, so here I shall stop this video, and I hope it was useful. I hope some of you guys actually perceive some of that experience and that knowledge, and start. Just be careful, be cautious, be careful. Don't do that from the first day. Don't just start from somewhere start, like I said, don't warm your rooms to like, for example, I'm talking in Celsius, so you'll see what that means in the scale you're using. For example, Fahrenheit, I don't know about it. I can check, of course, but I'm using Celsius. So 22 degrees. The body temperature is around 36. It's around actually 36 degrees Celsius. So 20 degrees Celsius is perfectly fine for your body to feel comfy. Let's say comfy. You shall be focusing on that. Don't target anything higher than like 21, for example. Keep your room temperature at 21. If everyone is just fine and no one needs that warm up from the thing you use to warm your rooms, just you can just stick around 20 degrees. You can start from just doing that. Just lower a little bit the temperature of your rooms. It's under your control, so it's very easy nowadays. And keep the things that way, around 20-21 degrees, for example, depending on the person and your preferences. But don't keep it on 26 degrees. It's totally that's kind of, it starts to become a little bit more than warm. It's a little bit hot at 26 degrees, if you ask me. And many people are keeping it at 30. 30 is like hot summer. Like it's absolutely on 100% summer, and it's beginning to be a little bit hot summer. Why would you want your rooms in the winter to feel like hot summer? I don't really understand that, and it's not right to my taste. And then once again, for example, you can or even a little bit more, one of the rooms, for example, do that with the window. You can, for example, you can take a walk with just a t-shirt. You don't have to be really half nude, for example. You can also, I told you, food, your feet shall be warm in the long run, but you can, for example, at least at your home, you don't need to wear very warm socks all the time. And by not doing that, you're actually practicing a bit that cold resistance, and it's very healthy. Once again, check it for yourself. Then if I haven't done that much, but swimming in cold water when you are ready for it, it's also a very good thing for your body. Those things are precious. They're like hitting the gym. Even there are, in many gyms nowadays, there's that cold pool where you can actually change your body temperature, and then you can go to the sauna, and yeah, that's something that's much helping you with building up your body and feeling healthy. So why don't do that at your home? If you are hitting the gym each and every day, for example, that's something I don't want to do. If it happens, it's cool, but it's not my thing. As you can see, I'm a little bit social awkward, if I have to be precise and truthful. It's not, the gym is too much of a social place. There are so many people around you, and they are watching your moves, and even if they are not, it's very hard for myself to just ignore their presence. There are many people there. I mean, most of the people that are hitting the gym occasionally, very occasionally, like each and every day, or with the exception of 1 day per week, which is very recommended if you don't have anything to exercise at your home. You can always make many practices. Many workouts don't, especially require anything but floor, so you can always train. But if you are that kind of person that don't have the willpower and you need to hit the gym, that's perfectly fine. But if you are not, if you're for example like me, also I have many friends like me. Many of the people hitting the gym occasionally actually go there to meet with people, and I'm an entrepreneur. It's a very nice thing to do. It's actually the right thing to do, maybe. But for me myself, I don't find that I'm hitting the dojo with that for that purpose, for example, and meeting some people that are practicing martial arts more close. Gym is not exactly my thing. I don't like it that much. I mean, I don't want to be bulky. I want to be shredded, and I haven't accomplished that on 100%. I had the periods when that happened. It happened for a while, but it's not always like that. So, for example, now I wanna grade a little bit, make things a little bit better in that matter of terms, and yeah, I'll be working on it. So yeah, guys, that's mostly about this vid. I don't have so much more to say about those kind of things, but training cold resistance, let's call it like that. There are many names. I'm pretty sure I haven't prepared for that video. I just saw that it's snowing and I'm just making it. So that's how it happened. One more thing, for example, here you can always make a YouTube or Vimeo, I don't know, TikTok channel and stuff like that. You don't need to have so much equipment. You don't have to the best possible. For example, I bought this Samsung S23 Ultra when it was with the best camera. I think that one more model is now on the market. The next one, S24 Ultra. But anyway, it was the best back in the days, but it costed me like, I don't know, 3 months to come with that decision to buy it, because for example, I started with my old phone, which was A51, if I'm not wrong about it, and I started making videos. Then I got motivated because I still got some subs, I don't know, like 180 or something like that, to the point when I decided that my channel is actually, because with friends we are doing it more for fun. Nowadays, of course, we got the idea of monetization, and maybe we'll be using our YouTube channels as marketing, and we're showing ourselves before the world, because that's important after all. Leaving a trail, even if it's not the best trail, you are still leaving a trail, and it's cool. It can be bad in the long run. If you understand me, start now, because at the beginning, if you'll be YouTubing is making you superhuman, not literally, and not right away. But if because you understand, you got those haters, you got so much criticism towards you. I didn't have so much of it, but each and every criticism makes you a little bit better, because you're fixing the problems you can't see yourself. But being before the camera and showing yourself to the world, people are actually from different countries are actually seeing your problems from their point of view, from their perspective. It could be a cultural problem, for example. There were many people that, for example, Muslims that are not drinking beer, and that they are just angry with me posting shorts about craft beers, because it's against their culture, against their religion, and I can't understand that. I don't know why the algorithm chooses them as targets, because I'm not targeting them especially. Of course, but that's a very positive experience, because I'm learning from that, and I'm learning, for example, for different cultures. If I go to a country like that, I'll know that it's very inappropriate to drink even ale, which is like has the lowest percentage of alcohol, and it's still against their culture, against their religion, and people can get angry. For example, I'll know that it's inappropriate. I can decide for myself from that point if I want to do that. But for example, it won't be unexpected if people literally think of me as a junkie or a trash, or I don't know. There were words for that, but there are many. Just because, for example, I might be making business there, and I might even be in a business here, and still people can, for example, cause I'm drinking ale, and I didn't know that. I didn't know it's so important for them to be that tight on that topic, not drink anything at all. Any alcohol is against their principles, against their religion. I thought actually it's much more freer nowadays, but it seems it's not at all. Young people, in this particular cases, still don't. They're very much against any kind of alcohol. So I'm learning that, and that's not the only thing that have happened during my journey. Only that like it's around 4 months now, a little bit less than that even, and so many. I have already learned so much, and for example, some friends are telling me some of my mistakes, and I'm fixing them. Of course, vidIQ is telling me I'm not performing so well, and I want to fix that also. And yeah, you're scaling on a very much and different scale than, for example, just being entrepreneur is a little bit less than being a YouTuber. I mean, being a YouTuber makes you skill in so many ways if you want to be successful, of course. I'm still not a successful YouTuber. I've had channels back in the days that were very much more successful than this one, but I'm starting to get the point, and getting the point and learning from mistakes, skilling a little bit more, becoming a little bit better, and even knowing that even if you can't actually proceed and produce something very much better at this point, you know at least that you need people, and you need to actually level up if you want the things to be in their best, the best way possible for yourself and your interests. You find new opportunities, new contacts during that journey. It's literally, but the most interesting for me, it's you become an international person. You start being literally, you understand much about many people, points of view, like many different people, different cultures, and you see and you understand what's happening from your own experience, because you can read about it but you can't experience it, and by doing that you're actually experiencing it. You're a little bit like an actor. You are actually an actor. So yeah, if you have, for example, if you have a very small channel, or you're just starting your journey, you're just using YouTube on some monitor at your home, for example your TV or something like that, but you just need a laptop or a desktop, or even your phone or a tablet, all kinds of MacBook, all that kind of different technologies can even one of them you can start your YouTube journey from there, and I strongly recommend you do that the fastest way possible, especially if you are very young, if you're like in your 20s or even on an age below that. You shall start now. You shall start doing that now. And I understand many people are doing TikToks now. TikTok is a nice platform for many things, but it's a little bit less serious. I mean, you can get that reach, but if you ask me, YouTube is like for more serious topics, and it's like a little bit educational. If you ask me, it doesn't matter if you're just watching entertainment stuff. You still can well, if you ask me, learn more from YouTube nowadays, very much more than from TikTok. TikTok is more fun-based, entertainment-based, and YouTube is more education-based. So this is how the platforms work. And for example, if you're YouTubing, the algorithm will actually prioritize the content that's useful and has literal value over. That's not on 100% true, but over all of that stuff that's just entertaining and just fun, and it is more like that now than it was back in the days. Jackass, for example, channels. I had one of those. They were trending and going viral very fast, but nowadays they're like nowhere around that level because YouTube has prioritized perceiving value, receiving value from each and every clip. It's not. It's a little bit like that I'm over exaggerating. Yeah, you know that word. It's not so much. It's a little bit less than that, but still, there's still much. Yeah, like pointless entertainment which is going viral, but yeah, if you ask me, that's the better platform if you want to actually scale in life and become a little bit better each and every day. You can learn, like you can learn about you can become a professional from just watching YouTube videos for absolutely free. Of course, you need a skill set to do that, because for example, being consistent, you can't learn that from YouTube. Most probably you can, but it's not for each and every person. It's not so easy. You need some skill set to start actually using YouTube for education and for learning, because many people are a little bit delusional, because they're actually watching valuable stuff, but they don't actually get the value for themselves because they are not practicing. For example, they are not starting to do anything. They're just watching and watching more, and they have this false sense of achievement then, and actually it's not happening. And this will be the end of this video, because I already said that like 3 times now, or maybe more than that. I apologize. If you like my channel, the content I'm making, and all the stuff that's happening here, because I'm literally sharing most of the stuff happening to me, and I'll be giving more advices, recommendations, my own opinion about many topics, and whatever you like. If you wanna see or hear something, if you want to make any kind of comment, I am not deleting comments. I have deleted one because it was totally inappropriate. Just feel free to comment, tell me what you think, and yeah, I can make videos on any kind of content. I have some footage on hitting. I have already said that, I think at least once in a video. When I hit 500 subs, which seems to be close in time, I'll start uploading. Of course, I have some videos in advance, so it will be like 2 weeks after that actually happens, but I'll start uploading from that footage. I'll have to edit some of the bits, but the content will level up. That's my plan, at least. It can happen a little bit later, like on 550, for example, if everything goes the way it does nowadays, but that can happen in days. So thank you very much for the support, guys. You can like, subscribe to actually make the process faster, come to you faster, that content, and to just boost this channel. And you can hit the bell button if you want to control the content and choose which video to watch in which moment and stuff like that. Well, what else to say? This is from me for now, guys. Thank you very much and see you later. Bye bye.